Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Archduchy. I am your host, Her Grace, the Archduchess. You may refer to me as such, or you can call me Dutch. And tonight's entertainment is STARCULT Night Twisted Age. This is a demo. I went and checked my business emails for the first time in like 2 weeks, and it was like, oh shit, I missed some emails about someone asking me to play a demo, so it's beyond the point where they would have needed to give me the key that they offered. This is now publicly available, but better late than never. Thank you for the congrats on 300. This is an interesting looking game. It's the visual novel, but you can select the tone with which you say something to somebody. So you can select an angry tone or like a sad tone or whatever. It sounds really, really cool, which is why I decided to play it. Hello, Sovereign Intel Cost. Hi, Vega. How you doing? Wait, you don't have EP Dutch. You have recovering from an illness Dutch. Also, my AC just crapped out, so that's cool. I might be getting drinks with ice a lot. If I mute at any point in time, without warning, it's because I'm hacking my lungs out. But I'm no longer in pain, and I'm bored out of my skull, which is why I'm here. I needed to play something. Also, in my boredom of being so sick on the nights that I was not able to stream, that I should have been, I've been doing editing. I don't know if you guys saw, I did post highlights from my first Deltarune playthrough of Chapter 1, working on Chapter 2 right now. When were you guys gonna tell me that you can hear me breathe? Was anyone gonna tell me that they can hear me breathe if I'm too close to the mic? I've been sitting through listening to myself breathe and cringing the entire time. When was anybody gonna tell me this? Oh shit, my AC has not crapped out, thank God. It just crapped out for a second. Okay, I replaced the batteries in the thermostat, and it just felt like it turned off for a bit, but now it's working. I can feel the cool air. Praise God. Okay. It's part of the content? Fuck. Everybody got sick. Yeah, no, I was gone for a week. I feel like that's where I picked it up, except, I was hanging out with a friend, and they don't seem to have gotten sick, so. But either way, I was sick from, I think Sunday was when I first felt it. I was sick from Sunday to today. I think tomorrow I'll be fine now. I'm at like the last stages where like all it's just in you is the fucking mucus. It's clearing out your system. That's where I am right now. So hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow and be hunky-dory. But regardless, without further ado, let's get cracking. The vocal fry of having a fucked throat is so real. I said that wrong. don't ignore what I just shit. Without further ado, I'm very out of it, man. I also in addition to the cold meds that I was taking, I was keeping, when it wasn't working hours, I was keeping myself in a pretty consistent state of being very green, let's call it. Being very green because it was helping with the swelling and helping me ignore the pain. So, I'm not that right now. I'm not green as we speak. But being green so frequently throughout the week has affected my mindset a little bit, in addition to the cold meds and just generally being very sick. Alright, anyways. I don't think this is the kind of game you play with a controller. Click to continue. Somewhere far, far away. Insert you died here. You think you know where to find me? I do indeed. Is this a world that is similar to our own, but twisted? Ooh, the art's pretty so far. Oh, you know what? Trip sent me a link to a game that looks really cool. It's called Scarlet Deer Inn. All of the characters are embroidered. It's really, like, physically embroidered. And they, like, take pictures of it and put it in the game. It looks rad as fuck. No sound. Instead, the game is much louder than me. Shit. Let's turn it even lower then. How's that? That's gotta be better. Let me know if the game is still too loud. Yeah, the game looks really good. I don't think it's out yet. It's, I think I said the name already, Scarlet Deer Inn. Cosmic radiation illuminates the land. These bursts of radiation are known as days, and the pauses between them as nights. The majority of the population consists of commoners. The nobles are the ruling minority. Once upon a time, a star fell from the sky, marking the birth of a special noble. Not a Cat Studios presents STARCULT, Night Twisted Age. Sylvia's thoughts. I know so little about this world. My childhood was spent with my parents as part of a noble family. Our servants took care of my daily life, education, and manners, while my parents were always cold and distant. Sometimes we visited other noble families when they were throwing social events. It's an interesting dress you've got, lady. Shit. I didn't mute in time, sorry. On one such occasion I was lucky, and Hans Nebula that's a name. We danced, and when the ball ended, we began to exchange letters. Free ASMR. I knew I had the chance to change my life, so I tried my best not to ruin it. After 2 months, Hans asked for my hand. He's gonna chop it off, just... How could I refuse him, the young head of the Nebula House? Dying woman coughing ASMR to sleep, too. The marriage was planned without hesitation. It was a huge celebration, a ball on the Nebula estate. I like this. Atlas holding up the world, that's cool art. Many people I didn't yet know. I like this necklace. Hello, Twinkatron 9000. Waltzing, laughing. Hello, Twinkatron 10,000 and 11,000. Enjoying each other's company. Chatting over a glass. Actually, you know what? No. This is a butch. This has to be a butch. Glass of good wine. Ooh, she's gorgeous, dude. And celebrating the union of two families. Hans was a good dancer, as a true noble must be. Is that Hans? Really? I was over the stars with happiness. Are you sure this is your husband? But I couldn't shake the feeling that he seemed nervous. I don't know, man. Maybe it's better what's about to happen. Suddenly he leaned over and whispered in my ear, I have a gift for you, something special. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to mute before this coughing fit comes on. Shit, no. Where's the fucking mute button? Damn it. All I can do is turn off the mic and that's gonna fuck me up. Oh wait, I found it. You know, the fun thing about that is that it wasn't muting the PNG, obviously, so all you could see is me silently jumping up and down. Classic streamer, can't find the buttons, just like how I can't find the salsa for my chips. Don't worry, I'll explain how to use it. The orchestra played their final chord and the dance ended. I'm so sorry, dude. Your husband is chopped. And that outfit is botched. What the fuck? Dear guests, it brings me joy to see you all here. As you know, today we're celebrating my marriage to Lady Sylvia. The crowd erupted into applause. But what good is a wedding without a gift? He turned to Sylvia with a necklace and carefully fastened it around her neck. To her surprise, the jewelry wasn't a beautiful piece of art. That looks like cosmic horrors. It was a heavy, spiky collar. This is... You can see Sylvia's thoughts about other characters in sketchbook relationships. Ooh, a glossary. I'm going to read this really quick first. Majority of the country's population consists of commoners, a variety of occupations, including farming, crafts, and serving noble households. Recognize the authority of the nobility and require their guidance and governance. I don't know, this game is kind of treating commoners like they're pets. Which of course you all are! Son of a bitch! Cosmic radiation bursts are known as days, the pause between them is nights. Nebula family is one of the most powerful noble families in town. Sylvia's husband was the head of the family, but that role now belongs to his mother, Vivienne Nebula. She wants me to be a pet, I do a pretty good meow. Nobles are the ruling minority. Power rests with the small group of noble families passed down from one generation to the next. Radiation, the source of light and life, is radiation of unknown origin that falls from the sky. Relationships. With yourself? This is me, Sylvia. I used to belong to the noble family of Nova. Everything's gonna be fine, I'm sure of it. Oh, oops. My husband, the head of the Nebula house who married me. Hans gave me this necklace. No, it's more like a collar. Still can't believe we're actually married. It's heavy and spiky. I have a bad feeling about it. Okay, there we go. The escape button is my back button. Oh, and that's just the history. Don't be upset, darling. This is only the first part of my gift. Oh, great. The first part's a spiky collar. What's next? Who the fuck? Hans clapped once and the guards appeared with the man between them. Why are his titties out? His eyes are blindfolded, his arms are tied behind his back. Clearly they're not. First glance it was merely a commoner, but then a strange feeling washed over her. You're giving me a prisoner? The unknown commoner raised his head at the sound of her voice. He looked, no, rather felt familiar, but she couldn't recognize him yet. All she could do was stare. A familiar whisper broke her trance. He will be a prisoner until we have educated him. Then he will be your personal servant. Gave her a crooked smile. That voice. I know you. Lady Sylvia, is that you? You met Balthazar. Jeez, lady, who is he to you? Look at your face. I've been looking for you for so long. It's me, Balthazar. We need to talk. The crowd started to whisper. Hans' smile curled into a sneer of disgust. Don't you dare speak without a noble's permission. Take him to the cellar. Teach him some manners. Shit. Do I know this guy? Is this a problem that they're dragging him to the cellar? The whole world is in danger. You must listen. Can't you hear me, Sylvia? How can you know my name? Am I already famous? Okay, clearly she doesn't. I was like, oh no, it's a childhood friend. Nope. Doesn't know him, therefore fine that he's being dragged to the cellar. Who is that man, my love? Tried to turn the commoners against noble rule. Eventually the townsfolk reported him. He was due to be executed, but I bought him. For you. Oh, great. Down with the bourgeoisie. After the proper training, you can use him for anything you can imagine. He doesn't look obedient. How can I control him? Oh, okay. No questions as to whether or not this is right or fine. How do I control this man? With your necklace, of course, you see all commoners are tied to their own piece of... What? Oh my god, they really do treat them like pets. Wait, hold on. That's the other thing. She should have known this. Why didn't she know this? A piece of jewelry or statue up sometimes something more unusual. You just need to discover which object they're tied to and then own it. Alright, she's been a noble for how long? She should have known this. This is just for my benefit as the audience. So that is how our reign persists. You can't tell me your parents ever told you this. You've been nobility for this long. I see. Hold on. Another coughing fit comes on. Yeah, I think we'll make it maybe 2 hours tonight. The ball continued to lean to the out. What the fuck does Alpha Knight mean? Is this suddenly Omegaverse? Hans became tired of his guest's attention and masterfully slipped away from the crowd. He always seems so tired after official meetings, even his own marriage celebration. I worry for him, but I can't stop thinking about that prisoner. Does he really know something, or are they just the lies of a desperate man? Sylvia's choices can affect her relationship with the people. Well, that's how most of life works. Use the save feature to explore the story's different paths at your own pace. Oh. Alpha Day is the best time for stargazing. The weather is always clear. The sky takes on a violet hue and violet particles float in the air. Okay. Hans saved him from execution. Balthazar swapped one cage for another. It seems like he knows me. How is that possible? Okay, that's one thing that they can fix when this is no longer a demo, is that when there's new information in relationships, it'll get the dot up here, but there won't be a dot down here. But the glossary does get a dot when there's something new. Oh wait, yeah, save feature. I'll save. I'm gonna find Balthazar. Hans will be fine left alone with his thoughts. He's used to it after all. But as for the prisoner, who knows how long he'll stay alive if he keeps courting trouble. Still can't remember who he is, but he seems to know something important. I must talk to him before it's too late. Unless it's a memory thing and she has amnesia and she's an unreliable narrator. Crept down the estate's long corridors until she found the cellar stairs. I forgot you existed. So do I sometimes. A dim, damp stone passageway led her to a long row of cells. They'd housed prisoners in the past, but nowadays were used for wine barrels, cheese wheels, and other wonderful delicacies. A dim gaslight allowed her to see two figures at the end of the stone corridor. Guards. They might have questions. I have to be convincing. Well, he was gifted to you. What's the problem with you going to see him? Butler is a commoner and the chief servant in a household. He's responsible for managing other staff, overseeing meals, monitoring the wine cellar and all silverware, and ensuring that the home runs smoothly. Commoner professions. Each noble family has a personal guard for their estate, usually subordinate to the butler. Halt, who's there? Oh, it's you, milady. Good evening. What brings you here on such a special occasion? I must see the prisoner. His words in the ballroom disturb me, and I want him to explain himself. Very well, he may be dangerous. Don't come too close to the grate. You're a brave one, Sylvia. Coming here in spite of the warnings. Why can I only see the star bits? Your relationship with Balthazar increased. Hello, Sky. And how are you this evening? How do you know my name? Have we met? Normally I would be doing voices for people. That's not happening tonight. Before I answer your question, I ask you to answer one of mine. How do you feel about your husband? How Sylvia feels about her husband and how I feel about her husband are two entirely different things. One sec. You missed the intro, Sky. I'm recovering from illness and have to mute to cough every once in a while. What do I really think of Hans? We have a deal. I love him. I'm scared of him. Well. Hans is my partner in a deal, that's all. So it's just a deal, Of course. You have no feelings for him? Alright, well, a lot of diverging paths already. So we might as well take advantage. I don't know yet. Would not be wise to jump to conclusions. These things take time. That makes sense. You're satisfied with my answer. I'm still waiting for your answer to my question. Your question. We met in another life. I guess he's just crazy. Hey, Lemmy. What were we doing in that previous life? Were we both nobles? Maybe we were gods. Yes, exactly, gods. You could, okay, well, he's a raving lunatic. Definitely delusional. At least he doesn't seem aggressive. What were we doing as gods? Ruling mortals, enjoying endless feasts and pleasure? We were hiding. Ah! Why would gods hide? I'm sweating in spite of the chill stone walls. Can't stop myself from asking him for more. From whom? She was so intrigued she leaned in without hesitation. From the black holes. Legends that say completely dark skies never seen. The darkness surrounding the stars comes from black holes, gradually swallowing them up one by one. So many stars, we just haven't noticed the difference. A wave of agony flashed through her head. Oh. The black holes. Why does it sound so familiar? Her eyes are terrifying like this. Why are you both looking at me? I need you to stop. Clutching her head, she stumbled from the door and fell to her knees. Her vision dimmed, she was close to fainting. Where does this terrible fear come from? Closed her eyes in an attempt to calm down and regain control of her body. You filthy bastard, what have you done to Milady? Gave her a pinch of truth and nothing more. I'll show you the truth. Oh, this man gets the fuck beaten out of him. Can you walk, Milady? May I help you reach your bedroom? Opened her eyes and felt a little better. Pushed his hand away and walked briskly back to the cellar stairs. All the way to her bedroom, she tried her best to calm down. Even after reaching her sanctuary of safety and closing the door behind her, her hands were shaking. Took some pills in the hopes of soothing her racing mind, didn't bother to undress before collapsing. That looks like an uncomfy dress. You might want to get out of it. Beta day. What the fuck are these Omegaverse names for shit? Radiation levels low enough to go outside and enjoy the warm red light. The sky takes on a red hue and red particles float in the air. Waited for him, counting her breaths and feeling her heartbeats finally slow. When she gave him to sleep, he had still not appeared. She was surrounded by stars. Tried to focus her sleepy sight. She saw a human figure among them. So, you finally want to know more? I can sate your thirst, but first we must train you. I don't like how you're talking to me. As an artist, you pursue the world. Oh, an artiste. I'm an artiste. Bright associative meditation, so you imagine emotions as colors of paint. Before being used, those paints must be placed on a palette. Oh, geez, this is a lot to unpack. Slow down. True artist is rare and highly prized. Artists hone their craft to perform special rituals, including the birth and the healing ritual. Okay. Every event. Shit. Sylvia experiences evoke certain emotions. As an artist, she stores these emotions in her emotion palette and uses them to influence the people around her. Each color represents a basic emotion. Yellow for joy, red for anger, blue for sadness, purple for fear. Every aspect of life is defined by rituals, from everyday activities to more sacred events like funerals and births. Okay? Are you listening, Sylvia? Of course. Joy is yellow, anger is red, fear is purple, sadness is blue. Okay. You want to tell me why you are the color of fear? You can only use your control of emotions to influence conversations when you can see the eye socket. Why would sadness turn this into flirting? One would think maybe joy would do that. Jesus Christ. Did you finish Silksong? I haven't even started yet, buddy. None of the boring theory. Let's have some fun. Ask me something. Wait, I'm trying to... Oh, it's not click and drag, it's just click. Oh, oops. Joy can be used to change the topic from an uncomfortable one or to play the fool as a distraction. Hey, we don't say gay as an insult here. Not allowed. Other words are available, like stupid, or asinine, or fuck you. Jesus Christ. I'm not in much pain anymore, but this coughing is pissing me off. It's bright and passionate. Don't you recall that, Sylvia? Don't worry, we'll have a chance to restore your memories. But for now, is there anything else you'd like to know? Yes, that was fun. Stop dying. I'm trying, man. Go ahead, all yours. Stop flirting with me, slut. Why are you lying about your celestial background? Isn't it horrible to hide eternally? How long have you been looking for me? Sadness can be used to make others pity you. Hi, Josh. Or to open your soul to those you trust. Feels like it took forever, but it's difficult to estimate precisely. The whole concept of time works differently in the void, you know. The void. Another dimension of existence where physical matter does not exist, but souls take on form. More scientific term is synonymous with the void. Dimension of existence where physical matter does not exist, but souls take on form. Also uses a curse word. Alright. I'm fascinated you asked that. I see you're interested. You wanna know anything else? Yeah. Keep learning. Are you gonna die soon? What are you plotting? Can we be together? No. Isn't it lonely in your cell? Hide your true feelings or appear to behave as society expects you? Why? Do you want to join me? No, or you just haven't decided yet? Anything else you want to know? You're gonna die soon. Shrunk can be risky. Because I'm jailed in your cellar? No, I'm not gonna die, or I'm not planning to. I'm glad you're worried about me anyway. Besides that, is there anything else you wish to know? No, that was enough. As you wish. Our conversation partner transformed into something else. Yuck. Something inexplicable and eldritch. What's going on? What is this thing? I don't like it. Suddenly a distant voice called her name. Milady Sylvia. Who's calling me? What's going on? Oh, it's just a dream. Maybe with their eyes closed. Christ! It's your husband, Hans's. It was a horrible beginning to Beta Day. You got loser! Also, damn, bro, what happened to your fucking head? Look, his eye is next to him. Who the fuck did that to your face? My maiden, Cassiopeia, our butler, Gilbert, and I tried to save his life, but his wounds are... How could you possibly save his life when his face looks like that? It's like roadkill. Not caused by a man, but by a beast. Common or female servant responsible for cleaning and managing private rooms. Should not be confused with maiden. High status noblewoman who helps a young noblewoman prepare for marriage. Term should not be confused with maid. Okay. No one could explain to me how such a feral creature could break into such a well-guarded place. My dear Hans, whose dog is that? You were always busy. Even in this painting, you're sitting with your papers, smiling not at me, but at your own thoughts. But I'm no different from you. I, as an artist, painted this picture while posing for it, after all. How the fuck did you... That was a massive mirror. This shit feels like trying to understand the story in a From Software game through the item descriptions. Wouldn't trust anyone else to paint us. You gained some sadness. Don't worry, I'll find out what happened to you. Footsteps. Oh, Cassiopeia. Sylvia, you couldn't sleep either? I mean, my husband got fucking mauled, so no. Globula family, my maiden. Silly and childish, honest and open. We were together, hiding from black holes. Questionable gift. Use the opportunity. A deal is a deal. Oh. I dictated the relationship. My marriage with him is diplomatic. And my husband is dead. So a living heart in my dream. Don't blame you, my heart still refuses to slow. Geez, all these new terms like police officer that I've never heard before in my life. Roles performed by commoners. Detective Matthew Shard. I heard he's handsome. That's a strange thing to say to a woman who just lost her husband violently. Tell me, what are my chances? Change the dialogue options and an eye socket appears next to a choice. Duchess is almost better, nerd extraordinaire, but I'm glad you're glad. Ooh. Flirt with her. Let's change the subject. Thank you for the taxes, nerd extraordinaire. I don't know, I'm so lost with Hans gone. I know you didn't mean anything by it. Still, that's not the thing you say the day, literally the day that your friend's husband is murdered. You know what? We'll be nice. She's my best friend. She's playing StarCraft. Yeah, I know. Imagine if Cassie... Aww. She knows how to fight my anxiety. You gain some joy. Gain emotions during your conversations with other characters as well. Aww. After a brief pause, the butler entered the room. Bowed respectfully. I've met Gilbert. I've also learned another new term, globula. Known for their expertise in the arts, close friends to the nebulas. Butler of the Nebula State knows everything there is to know. Mysterious past, but I always feel like I can rely on him. My best friend. Really knows how to help me fight my anxiety. Okay. Lady Nebula, Detective Shard has arrived. At once, milady. He's got heterochromia. Oh, it stretches you further than I'm sure you'd appreciate some privacy. I love her outfit. I must prepare for my own plans this evening. Okay. She hated the long, windowless corridors. There was something eerie about them. I think the drawing room's eerier, lady. Can you please put those curtains aside? Even if he's a commoner. Jeez! So uncharitable. Nobles usually hear the stereotype that they're smarter than commoners, but they're overly skeptical about entrusting very specialized manners to one. At the same time, they reluctantly admit that sometimes they have no other choice. So, okay, it's not a memory thing. You, like, how... I know it's fast to have criticism about the writing, but you need to figure out a different way to express that the commoners have items that are attached to them, because someone who has grown up in the society as a noble enough to immediately have a prejudice against someone for being a commoner, she absolutely knew that information already. Like, you gotta find a different way to convey that to the audience. There's no reason her husband should have had to explain that to her. Good afternoon. Ooh, prosthetic hands. Please accept my condolences. Detective Matthew Shard at your service, m'lady. You meet Matthew. Okay, you may call me Matthew. Cool. Detective can investigate. He's handsome and naive. Smile she had cultivated and took a step back. Welcome to the Nebula Estate. Take a seat. He is handsome. Some very pretty people here. Appreciate your hospitality. Let's get started. I have a few questions. Is he suspecting me? My dear stars, I hired him for a different reason. Shouldn't draw too much attention to myself. Interrogation continued until beta night. My last question for today. Well, now I gotta figure out what the fuck beta night is. Characterized by yellow sky shrouded in fog, stars are not usually visible in yellow particles. Son of a bitch. My last question. Do you suspect anyone? Flatter him. Ask for legal protection. Brag about my wedding gift. We'll flatter him. I don't suspect anyone, but I'm sure you'll find the truth, though. Read a great review of your work in the newspaper. Impressive, Matthew. I'm sure you'll be able to help me, too. Aw, he's blushing. Look at that. That's what I'm here, to solve crimes. My relationship with Matthew increased. Cool. New info, perhaps? I could be a suspect, too. Yes. That'll be all. Still need to question the other residents. Okay. You know, if nothing else, this is helping me get a lot of fucking gross shit out of my system. The coughing keeps... the talking keeps triggering the coughing. Could patent this as a new method of sickness recovery. Gotta get it out one way or another. Yeah. There's something about him that appeals to me. Your husband just died. Finish speaking with the detective. Must inform you he will be staying in the Nebula Estate tonight. Why have your heterochromia eyes suddenly swapped? Before, the left one was the white one, and this one was blue, and now they swapped places. Trust you'll understand why it was necessary. It will be too dangerous to travel back to town by the time. Okay, okay. Either they had a really bad art mistake, or Gilbert is a twin, and both twins are working for the estate pretending to be the same guy. Why is it dangerous? Tex does not seem like someone to be easily scared. Hardly likely to be devoured on the short trip back to town. No, indeed. I was referring to the cosmic weather forecast. Okay. Use set clocks according to the alpha and beta days and nights. Astronomers were responsible for compiling the celestial forecast. Period during which cosmic radiation stops and the world is plunged into complete darkness, the least studied cosmic phenomenon. Perceived by cults as mystical, sometimes even apocalyptic. Okay. You've forgotten all the excitement, but tomorrow is Alpha Day. You know how dangerous it is for anyone to be outside on such days, even for commoners like Matthew and I. Son of a bitch. Radiation is the strongest and the light is very bright. People stay indoors. else did we learn? Commoners are known for their resistance to the harmful effects, but even they cannot resist the burns from the powerful radiation of Alpha Day. Okay. No drawing in the garden tomorrow? Of course not. Cassiopeia and I will work together to create the perfect schedule. At your service. Something in his stance made Sylvia wonder if Gilbert was hiding something behind his back. Well, he's certainly hiding the fact that this man's a twin or something. His eyes swapped colors. Glanced in the mirror to try to see what he was concealing. What could it be? He noticed her searching gaze and took a half step away. What's going on, Gilbert? Are you hiding something? He has sharp eyes indeed. Revealed a dog. Found this puppy wandering the grounds. Looks so much like my old pet. But that dog has human fucking eyes. I don't like it. It's gross. What the fuck? It's barely a dog. This thing is absolutely what mauled your husband to death. How much I miss my old companion. Is that the white dog in the portrait? It looks nothing like that dog. You gained some sadness. Thought you might appreciate some extra moral support. How sweet he is. That dog killed your husband. Dead ass. Just a child at heart, I assure you of that, milady. I shall call you John, too. That's a name for a dog. You meet John. Reminds me of a beloved pet from my past. That is a fucking human man in a dog costume. Planner schedule. Jesus! So many words. The butler could do the schedule instead. Okay. Click to continue. I am so caught because I feel like if I play with John, I'll get evidence that this is a fucking weird dog, but I do want to see what was in his diary. Made my decision. Please look after John. I will be busy. Your relationship with John decreased. Aww. Shit, I should have saved. I've set my butler. I've never seen him so downcast. Shit, I should have saved. I keep forgetting that I can save. Oh well. I'll play with John later, I promise. You know that chambermaid helped her prepare for bed. Hi, Willow. Your skin is blue. Why? Willow may be shy and timid. She's a good listener. Her skin is so pale it appeals almost. It's not almost blue. It is blue. Every commoner has a physical flaw. What the fuck? So they're all screwed in every which way. Everything are always connected to minerals can manifest as varied skin tone in the presence of stones. Gilbert has a gemstone in place of one of his eyes, except it's swapped places. Okay, so they weren't prosthetics. I should ask Gilbert about it next time. First, there's his personal diary. I don't know what I'll find. Oh my god, what's the difference between a noble and a true noble? There's so many words. Combination, become very competitive, more power, number of social rules to adhere to. Social sphere. The family names those who do not know how to protect themselves in public do not survive long. Surprised to learn he was interested in mysticism. What's this language? How did I know these words are about mysticism? You understand a language you'd never seen, but it didn't take long for exhaustion to set in. What topic should I read about? Did he plan his own funeral? There's a list of preparations for his own funeral ritual. Burn the body immediately as the funeral ritual demands. Prevent further natural transformations. I don't like that. That's no surprise. Dead bodies must be burned to prevent their contact with the outer lights. For the business to be taken over by my younger brother Victor, and the family should be my mother, Martona Vivienne Nebula. Matrona. No one may become Matrona if her husband or son dies with no other heirs. Now, why didn't you name your wife to be the new head of the family? No mention of me. What's that supposed to mean? Was I so unimportant? Aww. It's a little more suspicious. Forgot about Willow, who is now finished. I really must sleep. Thank you for your care. This is framed like something's gonna pop up behind her. Guess nothing did. Glance at the family portrait. Certainly caused me a lot of trouble, Hans. I should never have agreed to marry you. What the fuck was that? Exhausted, she quickly fell asleep. In the dead of night, Sylvia opened her eyes to find herself floating in outer space, cushioned between two black holes. Stars surrounded her. Where am I? This must be a dream. It can't possibly be real. Welcome to my humble world, darling. That voice. Hans? How is this? Hey, buddy, how you doing? What the fuck did you do to yourself, dude? You gained some fear. Yeah! Who could have possibly predicted? Dead? No, darling, that's where you're wrong. Oh, Jesus. I prefer to call it changed. Did you have to get half your face ripped off for it, though? Not so accurate either. Oh, I should have read about the Ascension. Why didn't you mention me in your will? Don't I mean anything to you? Don't be ridiculous. You truly are important to me. You can't begin to understand how much. What do you have planned? You must become my priestess. Okay. You spelled priestess wrong in the glossary. Every noble family has a high priestess who presides over all the main rituals. You must keep it a secret. Especially for my mother. Vivienne would not like it at all. Motion feels useless here. Ask to kill Vivienne. Jesus. One moment. See, I just don't understand. Like, if Vivienne's not gonna like that she's the priestess, why didn't you just make her Matrona? Because then she could just tell Vivienne to fuck off. Is that why I shouldn't tell her anything? She exerts some kind of control over me. Even here in the astral world, or rather especially here, you'll find out more about it later, I promise you. It is more important that I presume you've already awakened your noble powers. Don't act so surprised. Of course I could feel you were forcing me to do what you wanted. Gentle but strong power indeed. He can feel it but can't resist. Natural for each noble, the only question is when their powers will awaken. Oh my god, there's so many words. Well versed in science, culture, and governance, they also possess supernatural abilities which vary from one noble to the next. The faster you learn to use the gift properly, the safer you and your surroundings will be, otherwise your emotions will take control of you. Have you ever felt overfilled with emotions? You could call this state emotional madness. Son of a bitch! 3 emotions of the same type. She enters a state called emotional madness, replacing her next emotional choice with the emotion of madness. She will not be able to collect any further emotion until the madness. Eee. Oh, actually, you know what? Was I so unimportant? What does it mean he's changed? He needs a priestess. I'll definitely find out why this is important. Brother, why? Can't control yourself and the emotions take over. It leads to choices you would never make with a cool head. Don't forget to release your emotions from time to time, even though it might not suit your plans. It's not the only way to control them. You'll discover more and I will help you. Discover ones that don't serve you and combine the important ones. Experiment. With my help, you will soon discover more about yourself. A loud roar swept the void. He looked around, his face suddenly anxious. Our time's up for tonight. One more thing. Do not trust anyone on the estate, especially not Vivienne. Good lord. The end of the demo. Oh, wait, really? Man, I might as well check now and see what happens if I can play with the dog. Very wise. I mean, yeah, it's got a lot of potential. I'm surprised at how short the official demo is. Yeah, let's move. Come on. I got it, I got it, I got it. Conversation partner transformed into something else. Oh, is it? Okay, this is just the stuff that I already learned, but the game no longer registers as me having learned it. My husband's dead as a fucking doornail. We could just tease her. Forgotten how your last affair ended? Already sets your sights on him. For the sake of the eclipse, I only invited here for the murder investigation. I mean, I did just save. Needs to grow up. I feel like I can't rely on her for important matters. Your relationship with her decreased. Some anger. See, look at that. Look at that. His eyes swap colors. And he's got the gems on the other side now. Or at least the lapel thingy. Did they accidentally swap him when they used him for the other scene, or was this on purpose? Nothing's ever on accident. Share my fears. Show him my majesty. Share my sorrow. I'll save for this as well, just in case I want to fuck around more later. I don't have the strength to speculate. I have just lost my husband. He did not deserve such a horrible death. The happy moments we shared, the difficult ones. Her voice cracked. A lump formed and tears threatened to spill. Turned away, instinctively trying to hide her sorrow. You gained some sadness. First could cause the emotion to return or intensify. How inconvenient and unpleasant. The shock was so strong it protected me until this very moment. I wanted to tell him how I felt. I don't want to be strong and elegant like a noble should. I just want to be human. Aww. Cannot share in your grief because we are not acquainted enough. We have our own sorrows, but they are too personal to compare. A loss like this will never make sense. One thing I know for sure is that we must endure, fight for what is right to change the world for the better. Take my handkerchief, please. Thank you, Matthew. We each have our own role and our own battles to fight. This is nice. Jeez, there's a lot of different paths I can go down in terms of, like, if I flirt with him, if I do a bunch of stuff. We're fighting for your husband, let us win. Not seeing anything worthy of judgment. The relationship increased. Cool. This time I'll play with the dog. See, look, he swapped. The gem's on this side. His eyes have changed colors. To collect all possible evidence, talk to all witnesses, and inspect the crime scene. He will stay until his work is complete. Nobody can leave the estate before then, do this be the scene of a grave crime. We're all suspects. I mean, to be fair, you should probably figure out what the fuck mauled him first. I'll play with the dog this time. He's so large. Dude, that dog is absolutely what fucking mauled your husband. There's no way in hell. I'll play with the dog this time, though. Made my decision. Matthew's interrogation was exhausting. My pet needs attention. I can't ignore that. Need to relax a little. I am as much a suspect as anyone else, but I need to take a mental break if I am to be successful. Looked at the puppy with a serious expression. You will assist me, Gilbert. Need to find John a bowl and make sure he's well fed. Relationship with Gilbert increased. Oh my god, that dog is horrifying to look upon. Brother, what the fuck? That's a human man, even though he looks a little different. Different's one way to put it. Arms flung out to the sides in exhaustion. John was very playful. Oh, I gained some joy. You can sleep by my side. Where's your water bowl gone? We must solve this problem. I won't let you die of thirst. Oh, I will fetch some water myself. Oh shit, I should have saved though. House was deadly quiet. Everyone was asleep. Here's voices in Gilbert's room. Usually the last servant to go to bed, but who else is not sleeping at this late hour? Alright, this time we're saving. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say that. I would sing that, but unfortunately I fucking can't right now. We're eavesdropping. It's a little suspicious. Put an ear to the door. You must be kind to all the nobles in this house. You know that my job is to cook, not to smile. You must have misunderstood. I should remind you what is your primary task. I know, but the plan is flawless. We shouldn't do anything to jeopardize it. It's for your own good and for everyone else's. Nothing will stop us. You gain some fear. Yeah! Gilbert, what are you planning? Who is your accomplice? Whoever they are, they seem to be standing too far from the door. Can't recognize their voice. Can't stay here any longer. It's too dangerous. There was a knife. Fill a bowl, go back to my room. Safer for me to keep quiet. Retrieved a metal bowl from a high shelf and filled it with water. The overheard conversation replayed in her head. I must be able to defend myself. Another save. Many different branching paths. Hope I won't have to use this, but having it with me will put my mind at ease. And now it's Hans again. Gain some fear. Recognize him. Oh, why would that be? You're not my husband. What happened? You recognize me. It's a great start. I must help you. We've gone through the emotional madness. Okay. Well, that was interesting enough. I think I'm good. Wait, no, hold on. You know what? I'll do one more path. I'll do what would have happened if I'd just gone to see him instead that first night. Hans needs my support. Can't leave my husband on his own, especially on our wedding night. Poring over his papers as usual. Has the ball finished? I was so tired of all this commotion. Or it'll be over soon anyway. He grabbed her by the waist and pulled her towards him. I totally phased out. Ooh. Here we learn about the deal. For nearly an hour by now, I guess. Except the intimacy. Let's go somewhere where we can be ourselves. Picked her up and carried her to the bedroom. Oh-ho! The sheets were soft and fresh, but it seemed like he was in no mood for savoring the moment. Their wedding clothes had been, they gave in to their passion. She'd never seen him sleep so peacefully. Saw a human figure. This is important, so listen carefully. I chose to be with you. I argued with my mother to the last to be with you. You know what a stealing woman she is. Oh, so that's why she's so mean to me. Now you're part of the Nebula House. I have to make sure you will not fail our great name. We've been married a few hours. Oh, so since I go to see you instead, now you give me the tutorial. Tomorrow's practice. Is it hard to be head of the family? It certainly is. Must manage everything. Must make decisions. Might as well learn a bunch about him now. Do you have a sworn enemy? You hate all of your family, don't you? What was your childhood like? Let's do that one. When I was the only child, my parents were strict, especially my mother. Put high hopes on me because one day I would have to fulfill my destiny. Then my siblings appeared, Victor and Emily. Fortunately, I far outshined them, so there's no worthy competition. You know I do. They're selfish and mean. We don't love each other at all. Damn! It's just how noble lives are. The higher you climb, the longer the fall. I feel like I'm learning way more from him. What should I use Balthazar for? We can use him in our love affairs. What, are you planning on threesomes? What the fuck? Planning to use him as an advisor. He's a very special man with a unique set of skills. You share a similar uniqueness. Okay. Am I living up to your expectations? Absolutely. Why would I have married you otherwise? Okay. Aren't you just planning to use my skills as an artist? You know I am. To be an artist is a rare gift. Nebula needs a rare gift. You know, it's part of our deal after all. What did you expect? You excited about our honeycycle too? I like your mood. I have so much work nowadays. I hope you can forgive your busy husband. I'm trying to make a better future for us. Okay. Still dead as a fucking doornail. Gain some anger. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So if I stay with Hans overnight, I'm angry in the morning. But if I don't and I spend the time with Balthazar, I get up in the morning and he's dead and I'm sad. I'll find out what happened. Okay, my mouse disappeared for a second. Well, she's my best friend. I can say she's my best friend. Hi, Gilbert. Seen all this. I'll flatter him again. Some sadness. I'll play with the dog again because of the stuff, like the avenues it opened up. I could have called a chambermaid, I guess, this time, but... Oh, it doesn't give me the option to grab the knife since I didn't listen to Gilbert. And this time instead of calling him infuriating, I swore to find his murderer. You gain some fear. And I'll go through one more time and I'll read the ascension thing, and then I'll ask about that. Did Balthazar kill you? That false prophet has nothing to do with my current state, as opposed to you, in fact. Yesterday I finished watching all the Spider-Man movies. Oh, damn, that's a lot. Okay. Now we'll do the ascension. Gregor Nebula was the first ancestor from the Nebula family to ascend. To access the void, one must reject one's flesh, one's wealth, one's feelings. To ascend, one must also give up those one holds dear. To become truly ascended, one must bring a victim. There's a note in the common language. Hans' handwriting. I must avoid that condition. I mustn't involve anyone but myself. Aww. You gain some joy. Source of power for my family, being above the sky in a cold, deep void. The term void in old text usually refers to what is known as the astral world, place between dream and physical. So now I can ask him about the ascension. How can I join you? I will be your master. How about that? Let me join you. Can you show me how? Not so fast, but I like the way you think. Your relationship with Hans increased. You must become my priestess, but you must keep it secret. Asked to kill Vivienne. Go ahead, I'm curious. Vivienne has hated me since she first saw me. Probably since she heard of my existence. Seems like you don't have much love for her either. Why don't you just kill her? I really like the way you think. Relationship, yo! Then unfortunately, no, I can't. Damn. So I need your help. You're unable to act, what chance is there for me? Later, when you're ready. I've been watching you from the astral world. Not your every move, but still. You'll discover more about yourself. Then there's a loud roar. Okay. Alright. That was an interesting demo. And it was more peaceful than if I had done Celeste this evening, so helps save my voice a little bit. I know it was short, but I'd rather not push it. I'm lucky enough that I was well enough to do any of this today, so thank you all very much for joining me. Had a lovely evening. I hope you did as well. Got my YouTube, Twitter, and Discord all linked in my Twitch bio. And I will be posting my schedule for the week in the Discord on Sunday. So if you want to see that, join up. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and adios. Thank you for the well wishes, Welvian. I just left for a second. Fuck. Sorry, Josh. It was never going to be too long of a stream tonight anyway because of the throat. Alright. Bye, everybody.